Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Recently I've reviewed a number of home cinema projectors, and I thought rather than just a simple review this time round, I'll do a comparison between the ones that I currently have, just to really give you guys a better idea on what's available out there and what sort of differences there are between them and what you'd expect to pay for them. These are all budget projectors under £200, and again just wanted to give you a better idea on what you're going to get for your money. So starting off with this little guy at the top there, this is a 400 lumen projector, pretty much unbranded, and a lot of these you tend to find are the same projector but under different labels. This particular one was from Everbuying. It's currently at £35.65. I think when I bought it, it was about £34, something like that. It's a 400 lumen projector. It does support higher resolutions, which I'll go through a little bit later on, but its output is fairly low resolution. But all the specs etc of all of these I'll go through later on, and I'll also post links and details in the description below. The next one is the Elephas projector, which is a 1500 lumens projector, slightly bigger as you can see than the 400 lumen one. Higher resolution, higher output resolution, and brighter as well, 3 times, or nearly 4 times brighter in fact. This particular one works out at $69.99. Following below that we have the Wimius 1800 lumens projector. Now, as you may have spotted, the Wimius and the Elephas are actually the same case. Slightly different specifications. As I say, the Wimius is 1800 as opposed to the Elephas, which is 1500. We're then going on to the bigger ones. So this is another Wimius. This is a 3000 lumens projector. This is currently at $128.99, so nearly twice the price of what you're paying for these guys. But it's again higher output resolution, and it's a lot brighter again. And finally, not finally, beg your pardon, penultimately, we have the OUTAD stroke LeSHP 3200 lumen projector. This currently is going at $163.99. And now finally, the Joyhero SV228, which is a 4000 lumen projector, and that's $159.90 at the moment. And all of the projectors other than the top one, the Everbuying one, all came from Amazon, although you can obviously get them from other places as well. But these all came from Amazon, and the prices reflect the Amazon prices. All of the tests I'll do in evening and nighttime conditions, basically because my screen, as you see there, is right next to a window. Never a good idea, and definitely a very bad idea, because you can see how much light pollution you get from the window, and that drowns out pretty much everything that I've got here. Even the 4000 lumen projector is pretty much unwatchable under these conditions. Okay, it's dark now and we can continue the testing of these projectors. So let me just get this one started. I'm starting off with the Everbuying 400 lumen one. And there we go. Is it on there yet? Yeah, it's there, but I don't know if you can actually see it or not. That's 400 lumens, guys. That's what it looks like in a lit room. So let's turn the light out. Alright, so there we go. It's tiny. Right. On the file. Which is that one. And I'm going to use a home video for 2 reasons. First of all, it's going to, generally speaking, fill the projector image to its full potential. Movies tend to be widescreen, so therefore you don't see the benefit of the larger screen as much. But the main reason is so I'm not risking infringing any intellectual property rights or anything. and having problems with YouTube. So here we go, let's turn this one on. Now the infrared light, the infrared sensor isn't great on this camera, this projector. That's pretty dire. And let's see if we can get a close up of the resolution. And it's pretty awful, I have to say. You can see what it's supposed to be, but there's no great detail there. And again, with the light on, it disappears. So I'm not really going to harp on that one too much. Let's move straight on, I think, to the next projector. And on to the Elephas now, which is the 1500 lumen projector. And I think you agree that's actually quite a bit different to the 400 lumen one. The image is quite big as well, it nearly fills my screen in fact, it's really not too far short. And let's play the movie. In fact, what I'll do, I'll turn the light off so I can get a better idea on what it looks like. A lot better. Our face is defined. Say hello to Laurie, by the way. A random dog. Close up so you can get a better idea on the image quality. I don't know how this is coming out. And I'm going to turn the light on again now. It's kind of watchable. You can see what's going on, but it's not brilliant. It really does need a darkened room. And I'm not testing out the sound quality, but you can really hear what this sounds like just by playing it back through the projector. All of the projectors have speakers of varying qualities, but projector speakers are never brilliant to begin with. They're normally made to go through home cinema systems. Okay, I think we'll finish that there. And we'll go on to the next one. And we are now on the Wimius R1, which is the 1800 lumen projector. Can we see the extra lumens there? I think maybe. Does look a tad brighter. Again, turn off the light and we'll get it started. Yes, that does look a little bit brighter actually. The image quality should be the same because the output resolution is exactly the same for the two projectors. But I'll show you anyway. And again, turn the light on. Yeah, that is more watchable. So there is a difference there. It's only 300 lumens, but there is a difference there. It's still ideal in a darkened room rather than in a lit room, but there is a difference. Okay, we're on the Wimius T7 now, which is a 3000 lumen projector, and you'll see the difference immediately with that. That's very bright, very crisp. And I think I'll turn the light off and we'll give it a go. Okay, movie. Oh, I keep doing that. I press the select button instead of the play button. The image isn't quite as big, and I also can't get the projector as far away because it's a bigger projector, so I lose out a little bit that way. And yeah, that's very much more watchable even with the light on. Not absolutely perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better. The sound is a little bit louder as well. That's just over halfway there. There it goes. It's nearly 3/4 of the way up. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, this is the OUTAD stroke LeSHP projector, and as you can see that's a fair bit bigger now. That's taken up most of my shelf, depth wise certainly. And looking on the screen, there we go, completely different menu. Start up the movie. Another one which has the selection button where the play button normally is. Detail is a lot better now. We're seeing quite a difference. Much crisper, more vivid. Again, the image isn't as big as the Wimius and the Elephas, but very crisp and clear nevertheless, good colours. It's not as overexposed and bright as the other ones were on this as well. The sound has got a bit more bass in it, so the sound is better quality. Let's see what the volume is on this. That's 42, so it's less, but it's about the same volume as the other one had on 69. Okay, let's stop this one if I can find the pause button. No, that's not the pause button. Hard to tell in the dark. There you go. And we're on the last one, which is the Joyhero. This is the 4000 lumen projector, highest resolution. It's also the biggest, and this is right on the edge of what my shelf can take size-wise, I would say. Looking at it on screen, again, bright, very crisp. The screen, or the image size, seems to have shrunk a little even more, so I'm not getting as much screen size as with the others, and certainly the Wimius R1 and the Elephas were very good as far as screen size is concerned. They were the best ones, in fact, and this one not so, but Let's get this movie playing. Same again. Turn the light off. Now this projector has 2 speakers, whereas all the others only have 1. And yeah, you can hear it. It is a better quality sound. Still not fantastic, but not bad. Yeah, even at close up, the image looks reasonably crisp. And this video, by the way, is a full HD video, but obviously it's only outputted in whatever the projectors can manage. And I'll put all of those details at the bottom of the screen while we're watching this anyway. And yeah, that's watchable, even with the light on. I mean, as you can see, the blacks won't really be black with the light on it. That's not a lot the projector can do with that. That's down to the colour of the base material. There's a bit of a jerk in that. I don't know if you can see that. It's just stuttering a little bit. Okay, I think we've seen enough for them now. The top one there, for 36 quid, £35, whatever it is, not worth having, absolute rubbish. You can see the picture is there, but you can't really see much else in the way of detail or anything, so I wouldn't waste my money on it. So for 70 quid, much better image quality, much brighter, and still not a daytime viewing projector. None of these are really. None of these are really suitable for daytime viewing. But you do stand half a chance at least of seeing the image in a lit room, a dimly lit room, it has to be said. But picture quality is far superior to that one there. And in fact, by choice, this is the kitty I use. That's what I use up on the shelf there at night times. If I just want to play a movie, that's the one I use. It gives me the biggest picture, which is the reason I use that. I sacrifice a little in image quality, but to be honest, for casual viewing, it doesn't make any difference. The other one I tend to use is that one there. So if I'm setting up a screen downstairs for a movie night, that's my kitty, because that's much brighter. You can then... I've got a space downstairs to bring the projector further away from the screen and get the image size that I want, which I can't do here because it's right up against the wall, and it's one of the smallest images out of all of these apart from that one. And the others somewhere in between, basically. So again, it very much depends on what you're looking for, what sort of money you want to spend. Sound wise, again, starts from the top one there being pretty rubbish. These are okay-ish, and they get better from here onwards. This one and this one, you do tend to notice the bass a little bit more in them. They're not huge bass demons, but it's there anyway. But the idea with these ones, these two here have got RCA ports, so you can attach these to a home cinema. You can still do it with this one, but not quite so easily. And that's the idea. If you're setting up a home cinema, you really want a home cinema sound system, and that's the reason that they don't really put great speakers in these things. I think that pretty much covers it. If there's anything else that I can think of, I'll tag that onto the end of the video. Specifications, etc., I'll put in the description of the video, and I'll put some paperwork as well for specifications and what comes with the packages and prices and so on and so forth. at the time of writing, that is, which is the end of January 2018. Now, it's fair to say that I wasn't just comparing these really, I just wanted to give you a better idea on luminosity and how bright the image is going to be at a certain lumens and what sort of resolution to expect, because you see all of these things written down but you don't really know what to expect. As a last little thought on this, this was the projector, or this is the projector that I have been using to watch movies by default in my bedroom, which is the Wimius R1. There she is, just there. I just thought I'd compare it to the other Wimius, which is the Wimius T7, which is the 3000 lumen. Now take a look at this, and this has just changed my mind about which one I'm going to use. So, Wimius R1. Let's just start the other one up. So that's the new one starting, not the new one, the T7. Look at the difference. You can see the difference there between 1800 lumens and 3000 lumens. So let's just turn the other one off. So there we go. So 3000 lumens. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just turn that back on again. Okay, yeah, so there we go, 3000 lumens. And 1800 lumens. I think I've just converted myself to the bigger projector. It's big, but it's not as big as the other one, so I think that's going to be the one I'm going to go with. If you do like the video, please subscribe, and I'm often putting gadget reviews, etc. Online, so if you'd like to see those, again, click subscribe. But thanks very much for watching.